Perfect. So, welcome to today's webinar, guys. I'm so happy to see you here in this webinar. In this webinar, we're going to talk about how to improve your customer service in 2022. That's right. We're going to nail down the basic, the most important, vital things. So, to look at, to improve your customer service in 2022. And after that, we're going to talk about a product that you will like. I'm going to tell you that you're going to like that product because the product looks amazing. The UI, I'm a fan of the UI. You will be a fan of it as well. But let's learn about customer service and let's learn about improving our customer service, shall we? So let me share my screen and take you through the presentation that we have here. I hope you guys can see my screen right now. And here we are in the presentation aspect. If you can see my screen, just type in yes, no, something. So I can get started with the presentation. Perfect, perfect. Everyone can see it. Here. And Fatos, you can again rejoin it, remove all the filters. It's fine. In the meantime,
okay.
I'll be presenting this.
Okay.
Because we can't see you right now. So guys, in today's webinar, we're going to learn about improving your customer service in 2022. Yep. Now, your business and another competitor and another competitor and another competitor. What separates all of you guys? Your way of doing service? Yes. Your way of your products, the quality of your products, the quality of your services? Of course, yes. But what if everything is like almost same? You're in an industry where everything, the competition is neck and neck. It's almost same. How else do you differentiate? The answer is via customer service. If everything is same, if a shop A is selling MacBook Air, let's say, the shop B is also selling a MacBook Air. Both are in front of you right now, placed in front of you. Which shop are you going to go to? The shop A gives you a better customer service. You know, with shop A, they listen to your problems. They listen to your concerns. They're easy to deal with. They give you rewards. They give you refunds. They're easy. They just make it seem easy. With shop B, you have to do a lot of follow-ups. You have to, what do you call it? Don't know whether they give refunds or warranty or not. They're just here to make sales and go away. Doesn't seem like the ideal shop, right? So shop A will win. So that's why customer service is important. And in 2022, it's going to become more important than ever. This could be your key differentiator between you and a competitor. Now let's look at some common sense ways. Common sense is uncommon. People say that. And let's look at some common ways, the easy ways, the ways you should be looking at to build your great relationship with the customer and making your customer happy. Yeah, making your customer really, really happy. We have Chaitanya joining in, guys. Chaitanya, nice to see you here. So moving on to the next slide. The very first step we're going to do, the common sense, right? I said common sense ways to be building relationships, making customers happy. Common sense is reducing TAT, that is turn around time. So whenever the customer reaches out to your business, or if he's faced with a query, are you replying him as soon as possible? Or are you going to reply him after 3 or 4 days, for 5 days? It doesn't make sense, right? So your customer is facing an issue, is facing a problem, and you got to be solving it ASAP, not dragging it to weeks or months or something. And then after answering it later, by the time your customer will churn out. Now, growing startups focusing on growth, all their focus remains on growth, and during this time, customer service gets affected. And when customer service gets affected, customer loyalty decreases, churn rate increases. Churn rate means your customer is leaving your business and going off to another business or competitor. And all this because you couldn't provide a resolution on time. That's bad customer experience. So if you can solve your customers' queries as fast as possible, ideally under 24 hours, that's like the ideal thing going on right now. Businesses are nowadays saying 2 days, 3 days, etc. But ideally under 24 hours should be the main way to go. Because I can remember, like yesterday, I reached out to a tool and they answered me in just 45 minutes. And I was like, wow, that is too fast. I thought they're going to answer me later. I'm going to see them later. Suddenly I see a mail. They answered my query. I'm like, I'm super happy. It makes me convert from a free customer to a paid customer as well, just because of the turnaround time. Because I know they will be there to answer all my queries. So reducing TAT is really, really important. If if your business is getting a huge volume of questions, then what you have to do is maybe hire a second customer service representative. Maybe it's time. But if you're just starting out, I think one dedicated customer service representative would be good enough. Let's move on to the next one. Customer service representative. Whom should we hire? You should hire the right person. Right person. Whenever you look for a customer service jobs online, it's usually the low end, the lower paid jobs, low wage jobs. Then they're like, they don't pay much. There's no growth. So you attract those kind of audience. They're here just for the money. They are like, fine, we're gonna do the work. Yes, we're gonna log in hours and maybe solve our customer queries. That's not how it works. Your customer representative should be motivated to solve the customer. If he's not motivated, if he's not having the right set of skills, then what's the use of having a customer service representative? It doesn't help really. Your customer service representative might be driving away customers, guys. That is the last thing you want to be doing. People taking screenshots of it and posting it elsewhere. Oh my goodness, that's a nightmare. So how do we look for the right customer service agent? These are the things, the qualities of a right ideal customer service agent. He's empathetic. He's a great listener. He is patient. Fatos, we can see you, by the way. Yeah, you're moving and we can see you. Yeah. He's having a sense of humor, because when customer is reaching out to you all angry, at this point of time, this agent of yours should be able to cool him down, should be able to handle the stuff, and maybe bring a smile on your face, or the customer's face. That all this results in a good experience. Other than that, of course, a positive attitude. You should not be like, oh my God, and all that. That's not how things works. We marketers do that kind of customer service, but your customer agent shouldn't be doing that kind of customer service. Taking responsibility rather than saying, yeah, our tech team is responsible. Do ask them. That's bad. Take responsibility. Saying that, yes, we are sorry for what for something like this that had happened. Let's, we are here to help you solve this out for you. Something like that, rather than saying, yeah, etc. Rather than saying like different customer teams, or sending him elsewhere, diverting him elsewhere, keeping him on hold for long. We've seen all this. Don't do that. Resourceful. Now, what is being resourceful? So your customer agent, if you're having a product business, should be knowing about the product. Because your customer is going to ask serious questions sometimes about the product. And at this point, your customer agent, to reduce the TAT, he should be knowing about the product, like what the basic functionalities about the product, how does the product works, and etc. You go see it. The best product companies do this. They train their customer agents with their product. You see, ClickFunnels, for example. I was randomly talking to a customer executive from ClickFunnels. He's like a good friend I met. And he told me that they train those people. They train them in ClickFunnels. They train them in the software. They train them in how they use, so that these guys can handle the customer queries easily. They can handle the questions. They can know about those funnel terms. Then depersonalization. Customers get angry a lot of times, and they're just gonna vent those anger on the customer agent. And at that time, customer agent should be like, if he takes everything to heart, then he's not gonna survive. He's gonna be like, I quit. I'm just going. This is just so toxic right now. He should be able to depersonalize. He should be knowing that this is the customer's problem, and he's coming to a customer agent for that particular company, rather than thinking that all the abuses or something, abusing is strict. No, of course, a customer shouldn't be doing that. But if a customer is angry, etc., then your customer agent can feel it, take it to his heart, and might feel that the customer is angry on him. But otherwise, the customer is upset just about the product or some bad experience he had. So he should be able to detach himself from the job that he's having. Good communication is, of course, that's like the first given. I need not even talk about. Great listener. Yes, listen to the customer, understand the query. Lot of times there's a back and forth. What happens is a customer tells one thing, the service representative understands another thing, and there is a back and forth that goes on. Just because the representative is handling so many queries, a lot of things, he's like losing touch. So he should be a great listener. He should be able to understand the query, and that's how it is. Next step is social media customer service. Your customers wouldn't just reach out on your website. Yes, website via widget, that's fine. But they will reach out on social media. Facebook page inbox, Instagram DMs, Facebook group posts, or someone who's active, your marketing team, they'll reach out to them as well. How do I know this? Because I'm in the marketing team and people reach out to me as well, asking about simple queries. And at that time, I, as a marketing member of the marketing team, I can't say, hey man, just go to ask customers. If it's a simple query, I should be able to solve it. If it's a complex query, I'll of course redirect him to customer service. But if it's a simple query, I should be able to solve it. So make a small document that you give it to all the other teams, because I strongly believe that customer service is not just your customer service department, but it spreads across your entire company. So make a small document, and the document has all sorts of questions that the customers may ask for. And this document can be your knowledge base also, by the way, and tell and walk your marketing or the other teams throughout the problems that, or the queries that they can face with customers, especially a marketing team, because they are at the forefront of all of this. And that is the social media customer service. Get ready to respond everywhere. Twitter, Instagram DMs, Twitter DMs, Twitter tweets, and also the Facebook page inbox as well. Right now, your customers are also looking at WhatsApp and other ways as well. So be ready to respond that. Now, how else would you improve something? If you really want to improve something, let's say you want to get good at time management, you want to get good at productivity, you want to get good at doing things, we measure stuff. Similarly, we're going to measure customer experience, this customer's experience metrics as well. If you don't measure, then you're just shooting in the dark and hoping to hit the bullseye. It's not going to happen. So how do we measure? How do we measure customer service? Right? First step is Net Promoter Score. Yes, customer service has metrics right now. Then there is CSAT score, that is customer satisfaction, and TAT, which I just said in the starting. Measure the time, well, like how long you're taking to solve those customer queries. So NPS is usually a number that measures the loyalty of your customer. On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you recommend us? That is your NPS, summed up in one sentence. If you're getting 9 and 10, that means they are your loyal customers. If you're getting between 6 to 9, that means they are your passives. They're like, fine, we know this product exists, we know PitchGround exists, that's fine. Anything below 6, they are known as detractors. Now, detractors meaning they are not going to recommend you. They're on the verge. They'll just churn out. They are not your loyal customers. That's what it is, man. That's NPS. And CSAT is basically the customer satisfaction score that measures the happiness of the customer. Like you can after your customer representative solves the query of your customer, this representative, the agent, can say how satisfied are you with your response or our service. You might have seen it, right? Google does it, Facebook does it with all their articles, help articles also. You could be doing this in the live chat, in the emails that you're exchanging with your customer. So measure this customer satisfaction. That will be useful. So NPS, CSAT, they have different tools to measure NPS and CSAT. You could be using a tool like Survey Sensum. We ran a lifetime deal last year on PitchGround. Yep. But there are many other tools you could be looking at for NPS and CSAT. Moving on to the next leg, that is getting good reviews. Yes, people check your Google reviews. They check Yelp, G2 Crowd, Zomato, if it's a restaurant. Yes, I personally use Zomato. That's why I've included there. Google, I personally use it as well. I check the reviews and look for the best store out there. Then if it's software, we check reviews on G2 Crowd, Capterra, etc. And that's why we tell the companies to like have a G2 Crowd, Capterra page, because that's important. Then even if you're buying a product on PitchGround, you will of course check the reviews and buy it, right? Come on. You might have heard it from us, you might have heard it from the testimonials, you might have heard someone saying in the group, or you might have heard it just in the review section of our page, deal page. So yes, getting good reviews is important, but not just on the review sites is what I would say. Because good reviews can be given, bad reviews can be given on Facebook groups, on Twitters, on Instagram, or people can be, a lot of furious people can be doing a lot of many on YouTube, etc. Yes, there are many instances where people have made YouTube videos for brands. They're like, this brand is scam, don't buy it. And whenever you search for the brand name on YouTube, the scam video comes up, and this drives away the new customers. Guys, you have to have good presence, good reviews on everywhere, not just your review sites. So don't just focus on your review sites, get good reviews everywhere. And when you get those loyal customers, you can feature them. You can interview them. Yes, interview them, have them on your website, give a shout out to their businesses, their brands, and build a community around these people. Yes, build a community. We at PitchGround believe in community, and that's why we have our Facebook group and everywhere. Because we believe in it. We believe that every brand has to have a community from 2022 and beyond. Otherwise, the growth is going to be really hard. Plus, having a community of like-minded people gives you suggestions, gives you feedback, really important feedback. Now, so community building is really important. Then lastly, you see this curve out there, think of it as your support requests. These support requests, let's say you're getting 100 support requests. Now, these support requests can be really, really simple at times. Let's say, how do we refund a product? Now, every single time. Now, how do we refund a product can be your most commonly asked query. And every single time, a user doesn't have to open a ticket. What if the user information is visible out there in an article saying, how do we bring down support requests? And then the user just sees the article, reads it, follows the steps, and done. He gets the refund. Rather than opening a support ticket and the support agent having hundreds of support tickets about refunds. That's not how it works, right? So you can bring down your customer support requests drastically by having a knowledge base. With knowledge base, those advanced customers, they'll just look at the knowledge base, solve their query, and they'll just go. They don't have time. They're advanced users. They don't have time to open support tickets, wait for the response to come in, and again a follow-up response, etc. So a knowledge base plays an important role. Every big company, every good company has a knowledge base. We personally have a knowledge base. Slack has a knowledge base. Take every product company, they have a knowledge base to help users solve their queries. A knowledge base or a help desk or something. Helps or resource center. It can be called multiple names, guys. So customers can solve all their own problems by looking at that part. Facebook has it. Even Google has it. Lot of articles, etc. for each different product, guys. That's a massive knowledge base. You should be having it too. If all the top companies in the world are having it, right? So with this, I would say service becomes your savior. And I come to the knowledge base part. We're not just going off, like we're leaving you in lingo. I'll tell you how you can have a good knowledge base, but all I can say is service will become your savior, because if you have good service, customers are more likely to come to you. If you have a good, if a customer has a good interaction, good experience with your brand, be it anywhere, not just your customer support team, but your marketing team, but your sales team, but your, hiring, etc. HR. Yes, those individuals the HR is hiring, they'll see that, oh, this brand has treated me in a very bad way. I don't think I'm never going to work for this brand. Glassdoor reviews, guys. Those also matter. Those people look at that, before joining companies. So yes, service becomes your savior. And that's why I said service is not just a department inside your company, but the whole company itself, every single person. So these are the key takeaways to remind you of what we went through in this presentation. Reducing the TAT, that is the turnaround time. Hiring the right personnel. Yes, I told you the right personnel to hire. Social media customer service. Yes, keep checking those inboxes and measuring those CX metrics by NPS, CSAT, and also TAT. Customer first reviews, I said feature them, interview them, having a good omni-channel presence everywhere, not just on the review sites, build a community, and have a knowledge base. So how do we start with all this? Where do we begin? We all need software for this, right? And that's why you guys are watching this webinar on PitchGround. So I would say Answerly is the solution for the knowledge base aspect and getting closer with your customers. How can Answerly help in the knowledge base regard? How can Answerly help you get closer to your customers and provide a good customer experience? I'm going to let Fatos take it over from now, and he's going to show you the demo of Answerly, the tool, and show you how Answerly is useful, how you can use Answerly to help your own brand. So that was a short presentation from my side. I hope this was helpful. And I'm going to stop my screen share right now so that Fatos can share his screen. Fatos, it's all yours right now. Please share your screen and you can talk to people about Answerly.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad everyone has joined right now. I believe some are from the Slack group, I think. And hello, Minak. That was a very good presentation. I'm very happy to have learned from it today. So just one question before I start. Is my camera visible?
The camera, I think you're just like stuck in between on the page over there. Yes, you're stuck. So I think you can remove all the, try removing the earth background and everything. It's fine. You can have the room coming in.
Yeah, you're right. Let me try to do that.
Conrad is saying you're stuck. I have also comments coming on Facebook as well. Guys, I'm going to be looking at your comments. I see Nicholas, I see Swapnil out there engaging on Facebook, watching this live. So, yep. I'm here noticing all your comments. Let me interact with you while Fatos is presenting. Perfect. Now we can see you, Fatos. Yep. Now we can see you're moving. Okay. Don't make any more changes. Okay. Don't make any more changes. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Let me try to share my screen. It says that I've got a disabled feature to share the screen. So I think
now you can share your screen. Can you please try it once again?
Okay.
Yes, people can see your telescope as well. That's how you got to zoom into customers' problems, guys, and solve it. Yeah, that's why Fatos has a telescope over there.
That's very cool. Yeah, it's the daytime, so we can't use it or something. I'm sorry. Let me try it.
We can see your screen right now. Can we see it from the login screen so that people know how they can, like, how is the interface looks like? Perfect. This is the login screen. Great. Fatos, you're muted. Can you unmute yourself? Perfect. Yeah, we can hear right now.
Oh, okay. I'm extremely sorry. I'm using the web platform from Zoom, and I think I might have not properly configured it. Anyway, this is the sign-in page, and it can be found from the home page, basically. So we start by just logging in, assuming you have signed up before. So let me just go ahead. I have this account I prepared specifically for the webinar. So let me start by explaining what is Answerly. So Answerly is a knowledge base and basically everything else that comes with a knowledge base. And that can mean a lot of things. So Answerly is a knowledge base with a content management system, an answer editor which supports multiple elements and text styles, and to make answers more rich and more, helpful and dynamic. It has widgets which you can install in your website so you can access these answers more directly. And it has a lot of features, mainly focused on personalization features, because every business wants to deliver help and also make their help center seem as if it's just like an extension to their business, not this sort of third party, feeling to it, which you wouldn't trust as much. So let's start by the beginning. I always try to talk about Answerly from the top menu all the way to the down, because it's very logically like laid out and it explains everything in a nice order. So over here, we've got profiles. Now at Answerly, you have your own profile, which means that you can set a name, last name, occupation, your picture, and all of this is visible throughout the widgets or throughout the knowledge-based layouts. This is all public information, and that's very important to consider, because you shouldn't put anything private in it. So even at the occupation here, you can already see that although this is just like a 20 or 30 character, field, it still supports some rich text features, like you can add your link, for example, in case you want to add like a Twitter handle or something like that. Let me give you a presentation actually. Founder. And the text of the link could be Answerly. And now, once you save this, wherever the layout accepts your this information throughout the widgets or the knowledge base, it will show that you are the founder, and you can click on this link that you just entered it here. And you can edit it.
Can you show it how it looks live? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, but I would have to give me a second. Here. For example, you just saw the test answer from here. And in the live version, you can see the name and the link, which you can click and it will take you straight to the knowledge base. Sorry, to the link that you've added in the settings field. So that's the profile, and it's important because it's like this small detail, but it creates like, you know, the widgets work with it, and it creates this sort of we're here for you kind of feeling throughout the knowledge base and your help center customer support experience. Now, after the profile, we've got the homepage. This is just a greeting where you have, for example, some very fast data, what happened today. You have how many searches happened today, how many people helped, and this is based on data that people have searched, and then eventually they have clicked on an answer and stopped using the widgets, and that means they have, you know, achieved the help that they were looking for, and this counts as a person that was helped. And how many answers were read and the knowledge base visitors. On the right here, you have like this sort of update feed where it shows the latest ratings of your answers, and you can view more information about how people are interacting with your answers, which is sadly not visible in this test account. So that's the homepage of the dashboard. This is just a simple layout. It's nothing, you know, too special. Like there's not a lot to do here. You can just take a peek of what happened today with your help center. Now over here we've got, this is where Answerly basically starts, you know, as a unique platform. On the left we've got the content management system functionality, and on the right here we've got the editor. So I will create a few answers and some categories just to explain how it all works. So let me just try to do that very quickly. So those are two answers, and now I will begin to create a few categories just to explain the CMS or the content management system. So now all of the content that you create in the beginning, it starts unpublished. In other words, there is this sort of published, unpublished functionality that allows you to, in case you're writing or editing an answer, it's you know, better to unpublish it and then keep editing it, and then you can publish it online without having to delete or you know, confuse some visitor that might be looking at an answer as it's being edited. So let's go ahead and publish everything, and then we can see how things look on the live version. There you go. Now, There are some interesting features in the content management system that are unique to Answerly, because from what I've researched, I'm not saying unique as that's the final words. It's from my research that there isn't a subcategory system in a lot of help desk platforms or knowledge base platforms, and that's very bad because on a website where it would be very nice to keep your knowledge base content organized and easy to access. So for example, what you can do with Answerly is simply just take a category and drop it inside another category. And suddenly, you are using subcategories. And the good thing about it is that this feature goes deep all the way until like 10 subcategories. That is not, how big websites are, but I think up to 2 subcategories is very wise to use, because it's not always about how many things you have about your platform, but it's also about just how you organize things. For example, the search widget might need only 10 or 15 answers, but that still doesn't mean that you should write all of them in like one category. You can create some subcategories like personalization settings, how to write better answers with search widget, and it is very useful, and it's a very good user experience to get help and to even find help when you start using subcategories. Now, the good thing is that, as you create these subcategories, they all reflect inside the knowledge base. So we've got, give me a second. We've got general as a base category, and then as we browse, we've got the search widget, and then inside we've got the knowledge base settings that I added. And here there's empty answers. But if I add an answer here, then we should be able to see an answer. Or the local version is not updating right now. But another good feature regarding to the CMS is that you can reorder content according to how you write it. That in the same way as the answers exist in the CMS, in that same way they will be ordered inside the knowledge base as well. So that's the CMS. Is very simple. It supports subcategories. It supports drag and drop. You can create a very nice structure or a skeleton for your knowledge base. Now let's go on to the answer writing. Now the editor on the right here, it supports various text styling and links, and also supports blocks, or in other words, more dynamic elements. Like you have code blocks, you have images, and I'm gonna create an answer to display that and how it works. So I'm gonna write this how to redeem my PitchGround code, which is very nice because it's one of the most searched answers right now from Answerly, and it's what my customers are right now very curious about, because there are a lot of people coming from PitchGround with codes, and they want to know how to use their code that they got from PitchGround. So you can start by explaining that you can redeem your code, and you can create, for example, a header that says step 1, go to company and billing. And what I like to do is use images. So you can just drag the image block here, and then you can select an image to upload. And if we go here, you can also like add alternative text to the images for accessibility features, just like it's good to know that. Now suddenly we've got an image inside the knowledge base, which you can drag and drop or move around or even edit if you want to. So let's go ahead and complete the rest of the answer here. I'm gonna write, there's only 3 steps. Now, what I want to talk about is an interesting detail that if you look at the images, you can see that there's a browser frame being added. This doesn't exist in the images that I'm uploading right now, because what's happening is when you add an image, you have this option to write your image in a browser frame. When I was writing answers for Answerly, itself, I realized that the images look nicer in a browser frame. So I was going back and forth to this website, uploading the picture, the image, adding the frame, and then uploading an Answerly. And I figured, why shouldn't I, add this as a feature? So there it is. It's very nice. All you have to do is just select this before uploading, and you're done. So
That's really thoughtful, actually. People are also loving it with the comments and all. They're like, yeah, that's nice. Conrad, especially, is liking the wrap image in a browser frame. Yep, totally.
I'm very glad. Yeah, it was very useful to, to add it, because I was using it all the time, and I figured, why shouldn't I allow people, use that sort of functionality?
Guys, the small
Okay.
things make a difference. All right, the small things make a difference. And as you can see here, this is like knowledge-based data is really simple to use. We're filling out, adding the images, adding the headings. It's updated, and you can just drag and drop on the left side. And wow, this is like one of the easiest and intuitive knowledge-based solutions that I've come
Yeah,
across. And Fatos, can you just go to your website and show them the live on how it looks like from a user perspective, what the user sees?
sure.
Because this
So
is from the background, the master perspective.
here is how it would look like if you were to save it. And this is from the help desk, but also, but I haven't reached that right now, is the same answer would also show in the help desk widget.
Oh,
So if you
wow.
look at it, you've got the same images, the same format. It's basically taking the same answer, right? So everywhere else, that the widgets are integrated with a CMS, they will receive the same information. So when you update it there, it automatically updates everywhere, wherever you're using the widgets.
Nice. And can you also showcase the widget and etc.? Because I don't, because Answerly is not just a knowledge-based solution, I believe.
Yes, I will do that.
Yes. Guys, this is, you're getting many tools just wrapped into one that gives you like an awesome customer experience. And that is what Answerly is. It's not just your knowledge-based solution. Fatos, quickly show us the widgets, quickly show us what all do we get. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll run through the menu first. This is after the CMS, you basically have the product settings. This is the knowledge base settings. So
I
you've
think
got
your
all
screen
the
is
list.
stuck. Are you on the redeem my PitchGround code screen? Because it's not moving.
No, hold on. Let me try to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was like wondering what is it happening? Yeah. And guys, in the meantime, if you have any questions about the product, please feel free to ask them in the Q&A tab. Feel free to ask them in the chat, etc. We're going to answer that. And yes, we're going to show the roadmap as well, where we will show you the upcoming features and all that. Because we got a question from Serena saying, does the widget include live chat? Not as of now. Yep, the widget doesn't have live chat as of now, but live chat is a feature that is truly important. And if for a tool like this, live chat has to be there. I spoke to Fatos before the webinar, and when we were actually signing the product, and he told me that live chat is on the roadmap, and then that's why we're going to showcase the roadmap as well. For now, here's how the user will reach out to you when he wants to reach out to you. Yep, Fadoz, you can also unmute yourself, as that is this thing.
Okay.
The screen is for some reason not visible. And there were also questions. Then we are getting many questions about making it for other users as well, not just English speaking users. So
Okay, yes, that is in the roadmap. Actually, it's called internationalization, and we're planning to launch this sort of feature where you can choose the language of the product, right? So apart from being able to personalize like headlines and all those stuff for the widgets and everything, which you can do in your own language, there are these hard-coded strings inside the products which you can choose to translate automatically with the language that you pick. And we're trying to do over 30 languages right now, but it is in the roadmap, so it will be visible. It will be available pretty soon.
awesome. So guys, Fadoz is unable to share his screen, so I'm going to be sharing my screen and show it to you until then. So this is like Answerly, and here, this is the roadmap that you have here at the bottom of the page. It's answerly.io. You can go to the roadmap situated at the bottom. Yes, live chat is coming up soon. Yep. But before that, here's what the roadmap looks like. It starts at redesign, it goes up, and the roadmap is currently here at the launch on PitchGround. And I personally love seeing this on the roadmap, saying, yes, we want to launch on PitchGround at this particular date. Yep, that's why they launched it. And right now we're doing a webinar. It's currently here, and we have more templates coming up. We have internationalization. Sorry, my pronunciation for that is bad. But Conrad, I think you asked this feature. You will be getting this 30 plus languages. Insane, guys. Insane. Then knowledge base and PWA support. Clarify for help desk feature. This is like confidential. Ooh. FAQ widget. They're like, yeah.
I can give you some like more information regarding it. It's just, the thing is, they are these very nice features that I've talked with a very close partner with me, and it would be, you know, and a bit unsafe to share all details about, because there are new widgets coming, there are new features that are, you know, never seen before. In other words, for example, like the search widget, there isn't a knowledge base website that offers you a way to embed the search, you know, part of the knowledge base anywhere in your website. So
yes,
but I can still, you know, talk about it, and all of these upcoming features, they are very interesting.
Yep. So you get all of this, guys, including this hello bar feature on top. Don't miss your chance on 95% off lifetime deal. Including this hello bar feature is being done by Answerly, guys. Yes. This hello bar that you can close it, it's being done by Answerly. It's called Notify, I believe.
Yeah.
You're calling it Notify. All right. Yes, we Notify. You can change colors and do all sorts of things. There is a search widget where you can search. Then you also have all of this. This small widget also is Answerly widget. This looks like a really posh, really well crafted widget over here. All is I can say, it doesn't look like those third-party widgets that sit on your side. You started this webinar saying that about the third-party widgets, and I'm like, yes, this sits with your website theme. And I'm like, that nice. Totally implies trust. The small things that you've done, the changes in the product, the FAQs can be accessed, the products can be signed up here, the search over here, asking a question. This is all makes Answerly not just a knowledge base tool, but an overall tool to improve your customer experience, guys. That is what Answerly really is. Can you quickly show the theming options as well? Because that would be great, because I personally like those theming options when you just showed it to me in the demo.
Excuse me, do you mean the Collaboration, like
Yeah,
how
the
you can
color
invite
changing
someone?
and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So hold on, I will try to share the screen. Is it visible right now?
Nope.
Okay. I'm extremely sorry. Zoom is giving me not a lot of options to try to work with it. It just says it's working and then it's not.
Well, all we see is a black screen, so I think you can stop screen sharing for now because it's not happening. And let me
I would be
quickly
very. Mhm.
Yep. Let me until then quickly share my screen and showcase the various other features, guys. Previously, Fatos just showed you the knowledge base on how you can make changes on it, how you can type those articles. Then you also have this contact that we just showed you. Yep, contact page is a part of all of this. Yes, all of this is included in the deal. You're getting the whole suite. You're not just getting a part of it. Then you also have this answer editor. I think this is what we showed. And the personal, this color aspect is what I wanted you to show. But again, your screen is not being worked out, but that's all right. Everything is changeable, guys. Every single thing. As you can see, our Photos website is all bluish or teal color tint. So you could be having, let's say, red. For PitchGround, it can be red. So yes, it can be having all sorts of this thing. So this is the lifetime deal, guys, that we are having right now. Starts at just $49 for all of this. Yep, you're getting all of it with these plans. So 100 answers, 15 categories. Can you explain these plans, Fatos? Because people might be like, okay, what is this archive? What is this a disk space? I'm not sure what is this disk space means. Yeah, can you explain? Users might be like confused. So can you explain these plans?
Okay, I will explain them right now. So, for example, disk space is so Answerly offers a ways for you to contact your customers or for your customers to send messages through the knowledge base and the widgets and etc. And that is what the disk space is, because you receive an Answerly email address where you can use it to receive messages from. So your disk space is, in other words, your Answerly email address disk space, right? And the archive means that for how long your messages will remain inside your inbox, right? That's the email and
So
the archive
basically, when
functionality.
users contact your support via the website, this doesn't go to like a particular email. This doesn't go to your random Gmail address. This goes to like an Answerly email inbox. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. You get your own real Answerly email address, and also you have an inbox client where you can contact with users inside the dashboard. And the good thing is that, since the address is real, you can still like use another client, or the users can contact you and continue the conversation through another client. They don't have to always use the widget to contact you. So it's dynamic and functional like that.
Oh, love it, love it. And can you 15 categories means 15 categories inside the knowledge base section, I believe.
Yes, that's the content limits. That's, for example, for the plan A, you have 100 answers and 15 categories. That's how much the CMS will allow you to use, and you can still edit. And the answers don't have like a limit of how long they can be, or but just the amount of categories and answers. That's where the limit is.
Absolutely. And guys, if you're just starting out with customer success, customer service for your startup, for your product, plan A should be more than enough for you, because you're just starting out. You're not getting any queries. You're here to input those knowledge base. You're here to have that widget on your website. You're here to have like a basic support mechanism where people can contact you. But
Mhm.
if you're someone who is have gone are above the starter stage, or someone who's already getting those queries, already has this MRR running, is growing, and you're having employees, you're handling support queries and etc. And depending on that, you can choose your plan, guys. But do remember that this is a lifetime deal, and lifetime deal you're getting a steal price that you might not get anywhere else, because we've actually showed it in the roadmap over here. It's all mentioned. We launched it on PitchGround, and it is exclusive to PitchGround right now. You can just grab those plans, because these plans, we don't know if this is going to be there in the future or not. And all of this unlimited answers is what I personally love, because as you grow, your product is also growing, your features are also growing inside your product. And what happens? That means newer customer queries, and newer customer queries means newer categories. Newer categories means newer answers, right? And that's why I personally love the unlimited answers one. I just want to keep adding to my knowledge base. Initially, you might be like, knowledge base is set and forget. But as you grow, as customers find unique ways to ask their queries, ask unique queries, you might be like, yes, I need to be including this in my knowledge base. So you're going to be answering more and more and more questions. So if you are like having a big product, then plan C, plan D's are one for you, because you have unlimited user seats as well. And that is really good if you're handling many support tickets. Unlimited user seats is insane. If you check any other tool, usually they charge per user basis, but unlimited seats, unlimited answers, this is the tool that you're looking for, guys. This is Answerly, and we are here to answer any question that you have regarding Answerly. This is a lifetime deal, guys. A PitchGround exclusive partnership. The roadmap is also here. It has not just your regular knowledge-based tool, but more of it improving the customer experience. I'm going to stop my screen sharing right now and look at any other questions that you guys might have, because we have reached at the end of this webinar, and that's what this is. And the piped questions can be accessed dynamically on the dashboard without the need of the widget. Nicholas has a question, Fatos. He says,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, can you repeat the question?
Sure. I'm just pasting it in the chat so you can see it.
Yes, of course. Assuming you embed all these widgets, they all are related, in other words, piped to the CMS. So basically, you can install the search widget, and that means when you edit an answer in the CMS, it will automatically be in your dashboard or wherever you install the widgets.
Perfect. Nicholas, I hope that answers your question. And Nevri asks, can the knowledge base be hosted on a custom domain?
Yes, custom domain is a feature that all paid plans get access to. And we can either host it on a custom domain or one of your custom subdomains. Another good, what people request is they have this help.theirbusiness.com that they like to use for the knowledge base, and that is also possible. And it's a very simple process. We can do it within like a few minutes.
Love it. Nevri, I hope that answers your question. And guys, this is a support tool that you can use ASAP right away, which is grabbing your lifetime deal and implementing it on your website. Yep. One of the most beautiful support tools I've seen, because it has not just knowledge base, but a whole lot of other features, plus the color optimizations and every single thing that comes along with it. And also the attention to detail, as we saw, that was really new, because every time we launch products, what happens? We see people coming in, trying to get those lifetime customers, trying to get those more money, revenue, and etc. No, this is not like that. Yeah. I see the small attention to detail coming in. Every single aspect has been totally been taken care of. And that's why I truly like this one. Is the knowledge base SEO friendly?
Yes, yes, it's very SEO friendly. It's actually a very I've put a lot of work into making it as much SEO friendly as possible. It also supports the schema. Like there is this JSON LD. In other
Okay, the
words, it's called
schema.
structured. Yeah, the schema. It's called the structured data, and it automatically generates everything for you. If you have Googled some sort of famous company and they have all these categories in the search result, and they even have this small search bar, all of that is done through the structured data that Google supports, and that is automatically generated by the knowledge base as well. So in other words, if your knowledge base managed to get a lot of visitors, that means that it would do incredible in SEO. It will probably do a lot better than, you know, even standard companies' websites alone as a knowledge
Wow,
base.
that is really good. That is really good.
Yeah.
And I've pasted another question in the chat. Nicholas asks, oh, there, can the custom domain or subdomain
Let me
be,
read it. Can the
yeah.
custom domain, subdomain be a... I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand the question,
So
but
like the subdomains for different answerly dashboard access, like one deal, if the user purchases one deal, is he getting one custom domain plus, like how does like it work? Yeah.
well, for example, the knowledge base exists for one business. So if you want, you can request multiple custom domains, but they will all be pointing to the same content, to the same web pages. So you're not limited to one custom domain. You can have help.yourbusiness.com or have another one, but that will all point to the same knowledge base website. If you want to point multiple custom domains to different knowledge bases, then that you have to create different accounts.
Got it. And these will have the same dashboard also, I believe.
Yeah, yes.
Perfect, perfect. Nicholas, I hope that answers your question. And guys, this is what it is. I'm pasting the lifetime deal in the comment section down below. You can just grab your lifetime deal from the link out there, or you can just go to answerly.io and you can grab it from the notify above in the website. So do we have any more questions before we wrap this up, guys? We are also running short on time and we are just 10 minutes late. That's it. Okay, love the tool so much. Great job. Thank you so much, Nevri. Looking forward to using it. Thank you, Fatos. Conrad, awesome, awesome. You can see, Fatos, you can see all the feedback coming to you in the chat. You can see all the feedback coming to you in the
Yes, thank
Facebook
you.
as
Thank
well.
you so much, everyone.
Yep.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked it, and it's gonna keep evolving and becoming even better. And there's a lot of stuff coming, and it's interesting. It's not live chat will be there, but there are a lot of more interesting stuff as well, like new widgets, for example, there are new templates coming for the knowledge base, which if you combine with personalization features, you just get all of these limitless, the limitless functionalities with how you can deliver help. So I'm looking forward to working even and making Answerly even more better and even more unique.
Awesome, awesome. With that, we are wrapping this webinar, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been an amazing webinar. We started the webinar with customer service, how to improve your customer service in 2022, and moved on to this tool that will improve your customer experience. Yes, that is Answerly. And what if I want to, we have one last question. We're going to take this and we're going to end this because Chaitanya just asked it in the last minute. What if I want to use it on different sites with different widgets? I would need to purchase different accounts. Yes, that's right, Chaitanya. I think with one lifetime deal, you're getting it for one business. And with different lifetime deals, if you're purchasing, you're going to get it for different businesses. Yep.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you so much for this webinar, guys. It's been awesome. And you guys are an amazing audience. Thank you so much for all the feedback. See you guys in our upcoming webinars. We're going to talk more about Answerly. We're going to do more jump right into the features, and hopefully Fatos will also sort his Zoom problem by then. Yes.
Yes, I will do that. I will do
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
Bye.
extremely sorry. It was all on the go, and in real time I didn't expect it. I'm sorry for it.
It's all right. It's all right. Yep. We showed most of the features, and that's what matters. Yeah.